Okay, we're back with Phoenix Point, and for I think the third episode in a row, the day, well, actually no, we have clicked over to 18 January. I thought it was still the 17th, but here we are, picking up right where we get left off. We're about to fly a crew into this Pandoran nest here and hit it, unless anything comes up in the before then. I think everything else is just moving around the map. No, we have discovered a scavenging site first, and this is with Alpha Squad. So, Alpha Squad haven't deployed in a while, so this is their chance. They are going to have to switch back to Europe relatively soon, because they're going to be the, well, I say relatively soon, in a day or two, because they're going to be the ones clearing the ancient sites, but for the moment, they're in good place. Now, what we can do quickly is switch over the Nero's helmet, so that he's using superior Synedrion sensors. I think that's all the upgrade we can give him for the moment. Other than that, I like his kit. 24 Soldier SP. Do I want to give him Thief? Probably not yet, nor do I want to give him Biochemist. We're getting to the point where cross-classing is going to become a good idea. Probably just a few more will points with these guys first. We're also unlocking augments, but we can't afford them at the moment. Balin has 43 SP and hasn't hit, because he hasn't gone to max speed, so let's walk Balin's speed up a bit. Yeah, that kit's still fine. We don't have alien containment, so there's no need for that yet. Atrasis is... We can issue some better kit to Atrasis. Do I want to give him close quarters specialist, or do I want to focus on getting him cross-classed? That is the question. So this is for the shotgun and melee weapon proficiency. Mind you, if we give him that... That could be really brutal if we combo with Berserker, so that is an idea. I think whether we cross-class Berserker or not, we're going to want this. So I will grab Close Quarter Specialist. And then once we level up, we'll grab Rapid Clearance. I'm thinking likely multi-class for Atrasis is probably Berserker. This is just too good for that sort of build. An alternative would be something like Infiltrator. Nathaniel Moody. Well, Moody is just waiting for the rebukes to arrive. He is one of our few functional heavies, and as such is really, really valuable. Because he's already got his Boom Blast unlocked. We don't really need more speed. We don't really need cross-classing or multi-classing. We don't really need anything from Moody, really. We could use a mounted weapon, but that's secondary. All we really need is willpower and a rebuke. Could eventually cross-class, not urgent. So we'll leave him with his SP for the moment. Vincinar, we've talked about before, I believe. He could get Onslaught. This is useful in niche circumstances. He's also... The Thief here means that I actually think Infiltrator might be a good go. We could indeed cross-class Infiltrator and use Vincinar as sort of like our dismount scout, because his stealth could get pretty bloody high. We could give him a full set of infiltration gear. He's got weapons that are pretty damn dangerous in close combat. We could give him the augment eventually that silences all weapons, not just crossbows. But that's sort of long-term planning. For the moment, I think we'll just grab... I'll grab Thief. That's going to be useful eventually. And I'll borrow some Phoenix SP to give him one more willpower because, you know, he's a good bloke. Nero, the cross-classing snipers is also useful to go into Infiltrator with certain augments, by the way, so eventually Thief might be the go there too. Do I want it right now? I think I want one more willpower. Done. Okay. Oh, Atrasis, I did not give you ammo. So there you are, because I didn't have any Demos ammo. So I should be running through these magazines, but truth be told, I don't want Alpha Team to be the one who's doing it cheap on equipment. Let's send them in. Okay, looking at the map, we've got a box over here, high, which is very obviously a heavy. 2 boxes in that building, so heavy can swing out that way to grab that box. Short box here for one of the snipers. Is that all we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle. Okay, so there's a push for the squad to get out, for the mobile elements of the squad to get out here. The heavy goes right. Snipers dominate the center, plus collect this one.
What's our move?
I'll move to contact. Okay, so I've spotted a Chiron, but I don't think it's spotted me. So now I'm checking these local crates and see if I can fill up Balin. So Balin's got 2 resource crates here. The tech pack is obviously the really valuable one, but I'll also grab the stun pistol mag, the Deceptor ammo, and is that... That's just ordinary crossbow, that's ordinary PDW. I want the Arachni drone pack. And then move to here. I don't think this guy is alerted yet, and because he is not alerted, we're not going to start firing on him this turn. Nor are we going to jump forward. We'll bring Nero around the corner. And put Nero into Overwatch mode. Hope that he snags something.
I'll be right there.
Thrasis similarly. Thrasis could start opening up on the Mist Sentinel. In fact, that's what I think it will do. It will alert it, but it will start getting the damage down. And I'm pretty sure we can get an assault moving up, because we're going to need more firepower than just one sniper. We'll slog up with Moody.
I'm ready.
And I'll only fire on the enemy if it gets pretty bloody close. Chiron's outworms is a bit annoying when you've only got 5 troops and you're trying to start at the same time. There we are. Okay, so it is alerted. That is unfortunate. But Moody might be able to start shooting at it, at the very least, and then we can get the assaults over there. We probably have to kill the Chiron. There's probably not much choice on that. Okay. Nero also does have a shot, if some of that armor can be degraded away.
Ready to roll. Let's blast them.
And Moody has a functional shot there.
In my sights.
Like, we won't hit with everything, but we'll hit with some of them. And by some of them I mean one, but hey, it takes some of the armor off. God, I hate Chirons. Thrasis moves up. Iconoclast, headshot.
Scratch one.
And Balin...
Let's do this.
...is also going to be needed to deal with Mr. Chiron over there, so let's get him into position to do so. If for no other reason, then we'll need his pistol.
No time to lose. Preparing to fire.
Should have used Vincenar first to strip some of the armor off that, but this guy's also going to be vulnerable to... next turn, he'll be vulnerable to shotgun
right
to
there.
His exposed head.
Preparing to fire.
Which should instant disable it. I could instant disable it now, actually. If I hit with all my rounds. I'll try. Not quite. I was hoping that I would get the -20 willpower on it, but instead it will launch worms, and hopefully the snipers can deal with them. Okay, so we've got worms coming in. Okay, that was a return fire with a shotgun from across the map, which says a lot about our perception range and also some bad things about our judgment. This will hurt. If he indeed has the AP left to make an attack. It doesn't look like he does. Arthron up there, so we've got Triton, Arthron. So what's going to happen is Nero is going to have to clear the worms.
Ready to roll.
Atrasis, this guy got really optimistic, I think, with his positioning.
Easy peasy. Let's blast them.
Like, that was, like, there was an attempt.
On my way.
Nathaniel Moody, still going to contribute to this game. So a lot of armor has now been stripped off. And what we're going to do here to avoid getting stomped is we're going to burn a little bit of willpower. We're going to dash,
Aiming.
iconoclast, head.
Gotcha.
So that is now head disabled, bleeding. Fantastic. So not in great shape. And I think it's probably enough at this point just to step back to here. Nero's going to have to come out. Let's start by coming out to here. Pretty sure there's another one around this corner. Oh, there's one on the roof. Fantastic. That's, well, that's okay, because all that means... Is that a heavy machine gun? I was really hoping that was melee. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit conservative here. I think we're going to actually move back, even though this means they'll have more time to spawn more guys. Get Nero into cover. And do this.
They're not getting past me. Lining up a shot.
Should we disable a leg? Might even disable 2 legs. Pile that bleed on. Because that might, if I do it correctly, be enough. Do I want the raw damage? Let's just look at this math for a moment here. So 117 damage, 165 health, 117 gets us down to, well, 110 gets us down to 55 at 20 bleed. So we're not here for damage so much as disables. Although, I have willpower, so maybe we are. Because, while the game doesn't like it, this is a thing. Fantastic. So that's the big threat on this side of the map that was slowing us down eliminated. We can speed up. This tyrant shouldn't be an immediate, like... Actually, I'm going to switch to the assault rifle for return fire purposes. Okay, we should be in better shape now. Oh, for bloody hell. That's another one that just spawned. Okay, we missed our Overwatch shot. It wasn't confident in its shooting, so it's overwatching. That's fine. This is a problem. And looks like there's another one there. Okay, so that side of the map is not having any fun. Vincent, meanwhile, is absolutely looking like he can start storming the bloody front.
Moving.
But that has to start with getting rid of this message.
I'm ready.
We want to bring Balin into a position when he can start supporting people. So somewhere like here is probably good. Because then he can wander towards the center of the map. Nero's job is complicated, because on one hand you kind of want to bring him over to deal with the Arthron, but you're also aware of the threat of the
Ready to roll.
You're also aware of the threat that comes from the worms.
Already there.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over. We have so much willpower on Nero. We're going to take this shot here for free. To protect ourselves from the poison bloom. We're then going to move into this position, reactivate Master Marksman. Going to... Let's just check our shot quality. That's a great shot. Each hit from attack or individual round. You know what? Mark for death. Quick aim. Center mass.
Rolling.
And thanks to Mark for death, that's it. Now, Nero's next Mark for death, which will cost 4 of his 5 remaining willpower points, will probably be on that Chiron in order to magnify the effect of our assault rifle. Balin can just overwatch in case he gets lucky with a pistol shot. Moody can follow up with the assault so he can start jumping soon.
I'll be right there.
There's probably a good place to be. Done. I think this mission is mine if I can kill that second Chiron. Otherwise, the action economy is going to just choke.
Got you.
30 damage, not going to say no to it. Alright, so
Receiving. Ready to rock.
he can engage downtown, but he also someone has to take care of this damn shield bearer.
I was
Because
born
what I would have
ready.
liked to do
What's our move?
is I can get an extra 120 damage on that Chiron if through Mark for Death followed by 2 volleys of assault rifle fire. Instead, I'm going to have to eliminate this guy first. By doing this.
Ready to
But
rock.
that's okay. And then, as before, start degrading the abdomen.
Aiming. Preparing to fire. Aiming.
Stalin, if you can eliminate any of these that you can eliminate, is a great assistance for the cause.
Preparing to fire.
I really wish I had capture tech, because these would be... I could rack them up right now.
Aiming.
Nope, it's too much to hope for. Which means instead, Moody's going to have to eliminate.
Aiming.
Let's just kill this Miss Sentinel first. And Moody can go... Is that not lethal? It is, thankfully.
I'll be right
Getting
there.
really concerned there for a moment. So that's those 3 worms taken care of.
Preparing to fire.
Waste of ammo, but this Sentinel is no more. So we can now operate in that building. Stalin. Center
I'm
of the
on
map.
overwatch.
Worms fall. We should be down to mostly just enemies that are spawning in. The problem is this damn Chiron costs us several action points every turn and is going to cost us a lot of ammo. Okay, the one on the roof is not great, but that's okay. Because we can mark for death and then pistol. So Nero can mark the Chiron for death.
This better work. Have to focus.
Oh, that's a... I'm surprised I have that shot. I'll try it. No.
Let's
that's
just get
okay.
this over with.
I think we just step out here. Shoot this one. I said shoot
Have to
this
focus.
one. Thank you. go to 0 willpower.
Let's just get this over with.
And shoot this one. And then your Overwatch is going to have to be really close range, like that. So that...
I was born
does
ready.
this.
In my sights.
It's relatively unimpressive, but that armor is starting to degrade. Cool.
I'm ready.
Now, Vincenar's in reasonable shape to actually make the run for this crate, which I wasn't expecting. I don't like the idea of running into all the mist. So we will do it with Moody, who is above all of this shit. Get it? Haha. I'm funny. Sorry, it has been a big period at work. That is an independent magazine. None of these are particularly important, but I will take the PDW mag. Bauer is already full up on stuff, so Vincenark gets the middle crate. What have we got? Oh, this mission's being really good for tech. I'll take the medkit. I'll take the missile. Don't really need those. Don't really need any of this. I mean, I'll take it, but didn't really need any of that. Which leaves 4 resources spread between those 2, which are meant to be picked up by Atrasis. Nominally also Nero, so we need to start running over here so we can hand off to Nero. Balin, do I want to keep moving you up even though you're slow? I think I'll at least move you central. Cool. Alright. I think we're starting to get on top of this. Just managed to hit record again in time to get Nero's shot. Let's see what the Chiron does this turn. It's going to hide in its corner and find more worms. Joy. None of them landed on the roof this time though, which is good. Because it means Nero will have a much easier time gunslinging. Oh, fantastic. There's a Triton Thug.
Ready to roll.
Well, we know how to deal with Triton Thugs. We get to about here, we take this, we put it here, and we pull the trigger.
Adding one more to the list.
And that is all of our shotgun ammo. In fact, we're running low on rifle ammo too, because I always come in light into these sort of missions to have more carry space. But in this case, with the existence of the Chiron, we've suddenly got ammo problems. Okay, 3 more worms dead. How much bloody ammo do you have left? Ammo capacity 15, you fire 3 each time. Yeah, you're going to be a pain in my butt for a little while longer, aren't you? Okay.
What's our move?
Vincenar is fully loaded on stuff. If Vincenar can make it over this way and hand stuff off to Nero, that's great. And may be able to gun down, or help gun down the Chiron in, like, the process. Balin is, like, most of these guys are completely full up with stuff. Including Moody. So, although Moody might be useful to just flank this guy, and then start jumping on him. No reason not to exploit some of that mobility. Nero, I think you are out of... No, you're not out of ammo. You're at... You have no reloads for your damn Hephaestus.
Ready.
Okay, I think this is the turn we start to make this guy's life really hard.
Ready to rock.
Good hits. And that armor on that abdomen is down to 10. Which is, you know,
I'm ready.
not where you want to be if you're a big
out.
scary boss monster. Did I say 10? I said I was.
Target hit.
Can't wait.
Stalin has arrived.
Eyes peeled. Let's do this.
And so can take over some of the
Lining up a shot.
Might even take a long range one like that.
No mercy.
And put Stalin into like a really short range Overwatch. Nero can step out this way, take his rifle, and this may end it. Not quite.
Do we have a plan?
Overwatch, like that.
I'll try to stop them.
We're going to have to tickle him to death, but that's okay. Narcissus is not carrying anything, but he can climb up this ladder and go get the second floor stuff next turn. So moving him up to here and killing this guy, perfectly fine. If this guy goes down, segment the video, and unless there's interesting reinforcements, I think we're now done. Nice. Just want to flag that Nathaniel Moody is now out of ammo for his cannon, so I'm hitting people with a hammer to cover everyone else picking up the kit. That said, I think we're about to pick up the last box with Nero, which should bring us up to the line of 9 boxes and give us a chance to run for the exit. There we are. Solid run, lots of med kits, stun ammo, some viral ammo, and I'm going to pick up the Iron Fury ammo because we'll definitely use it, whereas I'm not sure we'll use all of that ammo, but I think now, 9 out of 9, it's just extraction. Okay, and low on ammo but high on loot, we are out. There were just a few Pandorans on the way out, but nothing that causes any HP damage. So, we're getting a little bit closer to level 7 across the board, and importantly, we pick up that 8 SP every time we do a deployment. That's what makes it valuable to do these missions. Even if you're someone like Nero who's level 7, you still rack up skill points, and you need a lot more than you need to get to level 7 to complete your entire skill tree and stats, let alone multi-class. Let's see what we got in terms of total loot. 3 med kits, 3 hero magazines, a independent handgun. It's not a very good handgun, but it's a handgun, and 2 magazines for it, so we can issue that. 2 rockets for a Fury 2, but we don't actually have a Fury 2 built. 2 quivers, 2 Redeemer magazines, an Iron Fury magazine, a Arachnite pack, all good, and 400 tech and 500 materials. That 400 tech is huge. So I'm very happy with that. Good job, Alpha Squad. Could go down here and trade. Could go down here and do what I was originally planning on doing, which is rescue some independent soldiers to teleport back to Phoenix Point HQ, which is where the creche will be done shortly. 14 hours, 14 hours, 14 hours, and this will be a triple training facility. Don't think it's worth investing in going up to 4, so let's send them down to rescue those guys and jump straight into the hatchery mission. Deadwolf, GC, Murder Puppy, Bradford, GC. Interesting thing, you've got self-defense specialist there, but I don't really think I'm going to go for it. You're looking pretty good across the board. I could take you up 1 more speed level. You've got your Deceptor. Really what you want to do is eventually you want to get to Rapid Clearance, and once you're at Rapid Clearance you want to grab Adrenaline Surge from Berserker, and then you will be a Terminator, an absolute Terminator. But for the moment, this is your life, so we're going to go 1 more speed point for GC. Murder Puppy is got pretty much everything I think they need. None of this is particularly attractive. May as well go 20 speed. Braddy Jr. Again, going to be on the way. Oh, actually no, Bradford Jr. needs willpower points first. And Deadwolf. Deadwolf doing what Deadwolf does. Deadwolf is a level 5 and so gets the helmet upgrade. But this is solid. No need to issue capture gear just yet. Do I want Sniperist? I talk about this every time. I am now going to get Sniperist. Broken, you are committing to the sniper's life. The sniper's life is for you. I will buy you more willpower. You're starting on lower hit points, but you're carrying a med kit, and I'll give you one spare one just in case you want to do it twice. Let's go. Pandoran Nest, which will make people like us more, which helps for New Jericho and Sinedrin as we push towards 75% eventually, and for Anu it will slightly offset the main rating of them until we've built up our supply of mining tier nuts. So here we are. As always, I will start my pattern search based on the likely areas where I think the hatching sentinels are, and then we'll jump back into the action. So I think I found some Pandorans. I've already gotten Bleed Assault virused slightly by 3 Tritons.
I'm ready.
Jeez, okay. So Bradford Jr. has limited willpower reserves to draw on. Murder Puppy, I think, can continue clearing. Just make sure we're not missing a hatchery. We are not, although it might be around that corner. Okay, so we can rule out this side of the base. So maybe something in here. If not, it's over there. But we've got to find 2 locations, so yeah. I wasn't expecting this to be a firing lane that they can get through as easily as apparently they can. Let's engage. And then I'm thinking we actually step... I might step into this engagement. You always want to step... So I'm either going to step out or into any given engagement. This one might be a step in. Okay, did we just spot a sentinel? Great. Okay, so that is a sentinel location. Let's go into free aim. Are we going to be able to see anything behind Bradford?
What's our move?
Not. But Bradford could engage again. This guy's carrying a viral rifle. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, so if GC comes all the way up here...
Preparing to fire.
He can still engage there. GC can take out the machine gun. And eliminate him.
Target down.
Bradford can do this. And eliminate him. Which also gets Bradford 3 willpower.
I'm ready.
Bradford 3 willpower points, which gets him to 10, so he's in a better place with that virus damage. Broken, meanwhile, can step 1 square out this way and put the first round into the sentinel.
Gotcha.
It will hatch, but those things will be too far away for them to get to us in 1 turn. And Dead will, I think, just frantically catches up. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I always forget the bloody range on those things. Because that's hatching things over here. Which is a real danger for isolated units. So, 1, GC is viral 15, but on the other hand, GC did machine gun a guy. And he is now mine fragged. But still virused. I'm not sure if that's going to disable him or not. This mine fragger we can shoot off, that's fine. Okay. So here's how this is going to go.
No time to lose.
Murder Puppy is just going to make best possible speed back towards everyone else.
Let's show him what we can do.
Dead Wolf here. We're going to do a little bit of step work
Lining up a shot. Eyes peeled.
Clear that. Going to come out to here.
Target located.
Not what I needed right now. Very much not what I needed right now. But I do have another sniper. So Broken comes out. Quick aim. Arthron. Done.
Ready. Moving to coordinates.
Deadwolf. Free GC.
Here comes the
Come
Phoenix.
out this way. Quick aim.
Ready to engage. Target down.
Fantastic. And we now have eyes on the second Sentinel.
I'll keep my eyes open.
I'd say that went pretty well considering we were ambushed. Now, we're about to have GC suffer through the fun time that is having 15 virus.
What's our move?
But, you know, it is what it is. Deadwolf can shoot this Sentinel.
Target hit.
This is me trying to end the map as quickly as possible to get our panic guys back to base just fine. Broken, step out this way. Yeah, I know you're now preparing too, that's fine. That'll do.
Ready to engage.
Done.
Kill confirmed.
Oof, that was a bit of a nerve-wracking ambush, and we got a lot of viral load and mind fragging on us, but with some smart pistol work, all is well. And very little actual damage. Just, interesting experiences to rack up the post-war. So there we go, +4, +4, +4.
Hi. We've been working together so well, I thought I'd send over a
So
little
if you
gift.
reject...
Just some new tech we've
if you
been
accept
working
other
on here
people
in
don't
the
like
lab.
it, if you reject
A new
they don't
multi-mode
like it, and you
fibers,
don't get the
quantum
stuff, I'm going to take the
capacitor.
stuff.
Excellent.
So -3,
Honestly, I'm just excited to share this stuff.
Thank you,
I
Stars.
spent so much time in the lab, it all becomes
We are at
very
696 tech. That's insane. Fantastic. Well, Bravo team probably needs a bit of a break. Although they can probably go open this ruin and then go rest. That's probably a good go. Okay, so production complete, research complete, Synedrian completed research. Okay, so Synedrian has done poison weapons, which means we get poison weapons. Fantastic. So we can now make chemical grenades. We're not going to make chemical grenades. Production queue. Now, I can make more legs, or we can move one step closer towards Alpha Team being completely independent with the hibernation pods, which is what I'm going to do, despite the expense. And we're at the Rescue Soldiers mission. So we've moved a couple of hours into the 18th of January. We're still waiting for these things to excavate. Like, things are moving pretty bloody quickly. Like, we haven't even gotten our aircraft from 2 to here to trade food this episode. The more missions, the faster, the better. Okay, so this is troop recovery. Similar sort of team as you saw deploy last time. It's Alpha Team, not going to change the equipment. Still don't need to do capture. You know the drill. Get to the middle as quickly as possible, distract the Pandorans, and try and get at least 2 of the Allied soldiers out. 3 is a dream. 1 is a consolation prize. So my target here is to get 2 troops out. If no other, then we can put them onto Tiamats and have them mine for the rest of their days, and if not, the Crash will clear them up pretty quickly. So, rescue soldiers, evacuate Phoenix operatives. The enemy class here is the Pure. I'm guessing, and in fact we can see them, that our friends are going to be in the middle of a map. Now, that bandit heavy, not going to be a problem, but if we can engage the bandit sniper, the pure sniper early, that is a good thing.
Here comes the Phoenix.
So Balin,
Lining up a shot.
would you do the honours before they put their shields up of opening the batting?
Yeah.
Thank you. Nero, if you would be so
I've got this.
kind as to confirm.
See you in the next life.
See you in the next life indeed. So there you go. The heavy can now wander up to us and fire his machine gun. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to start jumping towards the centre and establish a firebase there to try and get these poor sods out. Moody spotted this heavy here on his walkthrough, or rather his fly over. So we're going to start wearing that guy down
Pushing to the
too.
limit.
We're going to have to probably do that the hard way. The key is to make sure that he can't get into range of us on his turn.
Pushing on.
So hiding in this building is probably going to
Aiming.
go. -5 armor. In we go. So how much armor you got left on your torso, mate? 37. That's still a bloody lot of armor. Overwatch is fine by me, mate. Okay, another one over there. Alright, so none of them immediately threatening the bloody guys in the middle. Now, I could take Mr. Moody out and start activating these guys, but I think getting behind this guy and putting a tear cannon into his back is probably a good approach. For no other reason than it will hurt and it will strip armor. Well, that was
I'll get you.
an example of why I don't like weapons that are held low to the body. So now it's up to the
Let's show 'em what we
snipers,
can do.
unfortunately.
Lining up a shot. Can't
I was
wait.
hoping the snipers would be spared
Let's
to
do
take out
this.
the guys on the other flank, but no, I don't want to
I've
evacuate.
got
I
this.
definitely do not want to evacuate.
Aiming.
Now, I just instinctively did that, but I think I actually have to shoot him in the head for this to count. Guess I did it. Cool. Let's get moving, guys. I'll take 2 magazines of Deceptor ammo. That's fine by me.
Proceed.
Heavies everywhere. And pure heavies don't have jump packs, so we may be able to get out before they even engage. Especially if I'm willing to, like, step on the gas next turn. And don't accidentally evacuate Nero or something dumb. See, they're basically moving a couple of squares and deploying shields, because that's all their mobility is. And if they want to overwatch, they need 3 AP fair. I think I'm going to be able to get out of this. Well, I don't want to jinx it. I'm not going to jinx it, but at this rate, it certainly seems like I'm going to be able to make contact.
Advancing. Proceeding.
Okay, so we have 2 assaults and a sniper under Phoenix control. All the enemies we can see are nowhere near
Moving
in
in
range. So if we run for the evacuation point over there and use our snipers to cover, I think we might get out of this. So because the pure move at about, I don't know, you measure it maybe a couple of steps a minute, it seems sometimes. Like, they're really bloody slow with their, if they're heavies anyway. We have 3 new soldiers. And free experience and skill points, not a single scratch on us. So, good mission, Alpha Team. Cute. I'll rename between episodes, as always. But we recovered 2 Deceptor magazines and 2 assaults and a sniper. Let's quickly go see if they are any good. go to Phoenix Point, go to Phoenix Point, go to Phoenix Point. And then this ancient site is going to be the Orichalcum Forge, which we do need to take, is right there. Now, normally I'd hit that with... Actually, I could. I could absolutely bring Charlie over and hit the Orichalcum Forge with both Alpha and Charlie, and then that's the Orichalcum Forge cleared. It's the lowest priority of all of these, but it might be worth doing. I can probably explore a site in time. I can probably trade and explore in the time it's going to take Charlie to get down, so let's do that. And let's have a quick look at these new troops. It'll be way down the bottom, I'm guessing. Our roster is now 30, which is pretty impressive. So Phoenix Point has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 troops ready to go. So we've got a level 2 sniper. Let's have a look at these. Level 2 sniper who can get strongman. A level 3 sniper with farsighted, reckless, and bombardier. The farsighted's good. The speeder. We've got a sniper with biochemist, strongman, and bombardier. We've got a level 3 assault, not bad, with reckless, farsighted, and biochemist. Biochemist is a bit late, but it's there. Farsighted is just cheap willpower, and it's perception, and perception matters for detection and return fire, which calculates on half perception range. So perception's plus 35, this would take that to plus 45, and we could dial up perception. Whoever takes over this soldier could be quite impressive at return fire. Level 1 sniper, bombardier, healer, quarterback. And level 1 assault, self-defense specialist, healer, thief. Now, the go here is that at least some of them are going to have to become miners. They're going to have to be shipped out and do mining missions, unless the personnel that we're able to recruit in 2 days, which is about the timeline where we'll be starting to clear things, are even worse. Oh, by the way, I did read the comments last episode to remind me that this is to unlock cybernetics, not to unlock the next stage of Festering Skies, so I'm actually happy to do that sooner rather than later. So all good. Is there anyone waiting around? Delta Squad wants to be deployed. Where can Delta Squad deploy that they will be of use? So what Delta Squad really wants to do is come over to the Americas and replace Alpha Team so Alpha Team can come home, but there'll be a brief window in which all of this area is exposed, which I'm not too comfortable about. Trade boat's about to arrive there, and then probably have to immediately move on. That said, maybe I do want to get Delta, or can Delta clear this by itself? Level 2, level 1, I don't like their odds. I mean, Delta could go steal another airship. And then we can see if it's time for them to flip over to the Americas, because that'll keep them in the area. So let's send them over there. The gift is on its way. Morena is still there on intercept duty. Can go do trading in the meantime. Go buy their tech. Trade, we'll buy their food. Let's buy their food with tech, because we're a bit short on materials at the moment. And then let's fly to the Orichalcum Forge. Excavation is complete. So Alpha has time to just stop here, trade. Let's buy materials for food, because we have lots of food. So now our economy is starting to look good again, to the point where we will be able to afford stuff again soon. And let's meet at the Orichalcum Forge. Trade. Let's not buy anything just yet. Let's see what this looks like. I know this is slightly suboptimal, but I kind of want to do this mission first. Trade. We are at Synedrian. We want to buy... Now, we just traded away food for materials. We'll trade some food for some tech, which we can then use elsewhere. Does Arno have anything there? No. Does Arno have anything there? No. Let's go buy that giant pile of tech as we continue our slow move around the world. Buy materials for tech, because we're about to buy 155 tech. We should even be able to do a profitable trade there. Yeah, we will. Slightly profitable trade, materials for food. Okay, establish control over the ancient site. Let's wait for the other team to arrive. Let's excavate that site. And then Bravo, I think, needs to go back for a rest.
Construction complete.
Okay. Containment is finished, which means we can capture Pandorans, but we're not interested in capturing Pandorans, we're interested in this. So, I think we're going to do this. So the question is, who do we take? I think the answer is we take all of Alpha Team, because they're really, really good. And then I think we dump... We don't take the Heavy. We don't take the Berserker. We do that. Because that gives us a complement of 5 snipers. And snipers are how I am going to beat this mission. The rewards for doing this are mostly about unlocking the forge, but I believe we also get a reward of materials for clearing this site. It's been a while since I cleared a ancient processing site. This will also mean we'll have to defend it occasionally, but we may as well clear it while Alpha, and I don't want teams of 5 clearing the ancient sites alone. So here we are. Ancient Site 1. This is the Orichalcum Forge. This is the thing that somehow, through bizarre anti-gravity technology or whatever, allows you to manipulate this material. The first of these missions is always going to be difficult. I would normally clear ancient sites once I have done the gas fields.
What are we doing?
And I saw there was a gas field up here too, which we might also clear while we have Alpha Team up here if we have the fatigue for it. Wow, okay, we've got some injured people, so we're just going to quietly heal and scout, and I'll be back once we have contact. But here we are, our first ancient site. So here's my thinking. When you're dealing with ancients, the number one rule is deny them line of sight like your life depends on it, because it does. They're very slow moving, but they have extremely accurate, long-range weapons, lasers basically, with very high damage on very heavily protected chassis. So, what I want to do is take a place where I can deny line of sight, which means hiding in this building. But just in case there are people in this building, I don't want to be in their face. So I've hidden one square down, and now what I'm going to do is have a little look inside.
Here.
Just
right
to
there.
see. Alright, I heard the sound, but it's not him. Let's just take one step forward. I'm going to go look inside.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, so there's one inside and there's one out there. And I can get a shot on his leg. So these are Guardians. And is that a Guardian? No, that's a hoplite. Okay, 2 different designs. So, Guardian. This guy has the Guardian Beam, which is your long range. They're resistant to basically everything, by the way. In his head, he has a ranged weapon, but he's got a very powerful melee weapon and a shield. The hoplite has 2 shields and shoots through them with his laser beam weapon. So the snipers might be able to get some shots on those guys. The real question is the guy inside. And I think what's going to have to happen is
Here, ready to engage.
A double dash move by our assaults. What's the assault rifle damage look like on the leg? Much less impressive. Although presumably the shred would help. So let's move one sniper up
right
and
there.
thus out of the way. Step this sniper out of the way. Sorry, Tor. And then, if we double dash... and get into cover relative to the other one. Take the shotgun. Apply it to the leg here.
Hostile wounded.
Sorry about that display bug.
What's
I'm
our
sure
move?
that if I reload the game, it will fix that. But I'm kind of interested and focused on playing at the moment. Okay,
Target down.
first one eliminated. Now there's this guy, and we don't want to be in his line of sight, so I'm actually going to quick aim, even though I'm in what would normally be considered a dominant position location. I would love to shoot his head, but I can't, so I'll take the 102 damage for shooting that little crest over his head, and then I'm going to break contact. And now I'm going to bring Tor up. And I'm not going to bring Tor up because Tor does not have quick aim. Tor is useless to me. Nero. Nero has quick aim, and Nero is notoriously accurate. So Nero would quick aim and try and shoot the crest. 102 damage. Fantastic.
Moving out.
Nero will duck back.
Can't wait.
Balin will step up to the plate. Balin's got a good shot here, but again, just do not disrespect Ancients, okay? Especially when you're going in with your initial kit, do not disrespect Ancients. There we are. That hurts. I'm going to try once with the pistol, and only once with the pistol.
Aiming.
Okay, that's convinced me to go again. Come on, Balin. Thank you. So that's +2 willpower for Balin, and target eliminated. Balin can take cover. Ooh, is that guy activated? No, he's not. Okay, so there's one out on the right who is not activated. But I'm going to overwatch anyway. But eliminating 2 to start with, that's solid. So we're going to use the building, and we're going to try and pivot the right side of the map, then I think we go left. Whew, 2 down. So I was a bloody idiot and didn't manage activation for this guy. I was trying to stack everyone up in here, but unfortunately, while moving Vincinar out, I activated the bloody bastard. So,
moving out.
What I'm going to do is fire on him with my assaults, and then hide.
All set.
I was trying to bring my, if you're just wondering what I was trying to do, I was trying to bring my assaults across so that I could group the whole, everyone I had in that, like, bus shelter thing over here, and then come around the corner in one turn. Hide in the door frame.
Channel open.
Citizen
Moving to
Eileen.
position.
You could take a shot and then move back 1.
Receiving
I'm
loud
not
and
sure
clear.
you'd be able to, I think you can move back 1. Let's try it. And let's go for a shot. Let's shoot you in the torso. 96 damage. Respectable. And then step back. Eileen might be in danger, because I was hoping she could step back to that square where she would not be in danger. Stallin's not going to be able to get a shot, so he can take that square.
Holding position.
Jacques can come out, take that square. Vincinar, Moody, those sort of guys are all exactly where I want them. Same with Nero. Eileen's in danger. And there we go, that is a miss. Now, it is shield and declare Orichalcum shielding. Orichalcum shielding, next damage instance reduced by 90%. So you want something that can now chunk it down.
Move.
So you want to tickle it, basically. We have something that can tickle it.
Ready to fire.
Okay, so that's taken 2 of its Orichalcum shielding away.
I'm ready.
Probably want to shoot it with a pistol or another assault rifle now.
All set.
I'll put a Trasis there. I'll I'll bring Vincent all the way out. Okay, that's the big guy who's sleeping, but let's kill the little guy first. Okay, that's the Cyclops. The Cyclops has 2,100 hit points, generally very good armor. Has a stomp attack, applies invulnerability on its shield deploy. This is bloody damaging, 220, plus it applies burning. Yeah, this is, he's a big boy. So what we're going to do,
Ready to roll.
now that we've eliminated the hoplite, is we're going to bring our snipers up, and we're going to establish an execution firing line. Now remember, this guy has been sleeping in standby mode since the last Pandoran invasion, so
Sprinting to
before the
position.
evolution of humankind. He was here doing his thing.
Moving fast.
So we're going to give him a nice wake up, which thanks him for his meritorious service defending this planet against the Pandorans, by rapid firing everything we have at him.
Moving
Even
to
if
coordinates.
Justice might have to be part of that. Where's that? That's Jacques. Yeah, Jacques,
On the double.
you are also part of the firing line. Okay. Who wants to be the one who wakes him up? Mark for Death is an obvious opener in these situations.
I'm here.
Now, I actually think these guys are easier to shoot when they're awake, so let's wake them up first. Thrasis, thank you very
I'm
much.
ready.
Let's get started.
Aiming.
Acquiring target.
Okay, the laser
Receiving
weapon
loud
is
and
gone.
clear.
Now we want to slow it down.
Got you.
Ready to engage.
Okay, that's one leg disabled. How much movement do you lose on loss of leg?
Pushing on.
Let's push Vincenar up. I think we disable this leg.
Target hit.
What's our plan?
So, he still has two legs at the back. I don't think he's going to have... If we just open up with everything right now, I'm not sure he's going to have enough to do serious damage. So I'm
on Overwatch.
actually going to commit
What's
to
our plan?
overwatching here. Because now that he is awake, I believe all the others are going to wake up too. So the quicker we can get this guy
That's our
down, the
move.
better.
Here. Holding position.
I'll be right there.
Heck, even Moody gets a shot. This guy's big enough. There we are, that's almost 100 damage. Well done, Moody.
Gotcha.
Great, so it had the AP to get right up in our face, but did not have the AP to trigger its stop.
Right there. Preparing to fire.
Which means, where's the lowest armoured part of your body? Let's see if Moody can get a shot first, because wherever he shoots will have no armor anymore. Fantastic. Yeah, he can go for that leg. Okay, so that leg should now be free of armor, which means it's vulnerable to shotguns. Okay. He is dead and has not triggered his appropriate animation, which is again telling me I really should reload my game, but I am on a bit of a roll. Maybe I should. Maybe I will... Look, you'll even get to see me. I'm going to quick save and quick load. This way no one thinks I'm altering the way the game flows. That's very important to me. Which means I guess we have to watch the whole loading screen too. But the big guy is down. And we've got 2 hoplites in the bag. 1 inside, rather. Okay, so we should be in a decent place. Oh, that hasn't caused him. I should have done it before I killed him instead, but that's okay.
Heading out.
So now we just inch forward. We've basically shot a lot of our rounds for the turn, so we don't want to race forward. And when we hit end turn, we will know... we will know if the enemy has much still going on, based on how long the turn is. Okay, I'm in the middle of swapping my snipers over to this side of the field, when the assault that I was just getting to close out this side has spotted one guy over that end. So at least we have an eye on one more hoplite. It shouldn't be an immediate threat, because it shouldn't know that these troops are here, but it might, so we will see. But I'm moving our execution firing line out to the left to now sweep this side of the map, because the right hand side is clear. Let's see what this hoplite has for us. Okay, that was a long move for it. And it's going to deploy its shield. Now this is a bit more painful, because now we have... Oh, there's 2 of them. Well, shit. Okay, so now we're in the thing you don't want to be in, which is a long-range duel from a set direction. And getting a flank on the... Oh my god, okay. So we've got 3 targets remaining in the left-hand side of the map. So we kind of need to coax them around.
I'm ready.
I mean, Balin's standing up on that thing looking like an absolute boss, but... realistically, we're going to need to fire and break contact. Let's just step Balin down 1 square for a moment.
I'm getting there. Here, aiming.
See what Nero shots are like. So I'm getting optimistic about eliminating this one at least. Who's the most dangerous to us based on position?
Enemy still
3
active.
damage. Jacques can engage both of those. Can Citizen Eileen come out and be a bit of a
Acquiring
hero?
target.
Yes. Okay.
What's our plan?
Now, Tor, you'll still have 1 movement if you engage this guy. 92. You can see why I bring snipers as the counter at this stage of the game to these guys. That little crest that sits up behind the shield. Okay, we fired that one through the gap. I think the firing point in his one. So that's not bad. So he's in pretty bad shape. So Balin, I think, hides behind this rock. Nero's in good cover. Jacques
on the move.
Should be invisible there. Tor can hide in the doorway. Nero...
Playing it safe.
I don't think that gives you a sightline, Nero, but, you know, it is what it is. Moody takes the long run out left in case they do come towards us. He becomes the flanking asset. Vincina, do you? You can. So just do your little harassment fires. Oh, that was so close. That would have been so good. But you're now invisible. And Jacques, hide Balin I don't think anything will come around this corner, but just in case. And Atrasis, how about, actually, can you double dash down there?
Got to keep going.
Atrasis? If you double dash, you won't be able to retreat, so I don't like that so much.
Here we go.
You two are on this flank. So, let's see if they hit us. Nope, you don't like your shot. You're going to deploy a shield. You're further forward. Are you going to be able to move to the position where you like your shot? Yes. That was not a good shot. So this is what I'm saying. Make sure they have terrible shots or none at all, and you'll be fine, because they don't have the mobility to cause you problems. But be really methodical in how you do this. Okay, target eliminated. We can probably get behind him with the other assaults if we need to, but I don't see any reason to be rash. Is that the gap in the shield? I think it is. Nope, we hit the shield.
I'm dead out.
Now we just pop out, attempt our shots, back into cover.
Acquiring target. Heading out.
No risks.
Ready.
No heroics. No theatrics. Actually, Nero, you do not have the willpower for a quick aim shot, so I don't actually think you get to shoot this turn. I should have just recovered you. This bit's slightly taller, you'll be safer there. Tall, you can step out. Miss.
Moving
And
now.
again, hide in the door frame. Door frames are good cover. Nathaniel, in case he comes forward, but I think you're fine. And the Thrasis, wide flank, please. For some potential back shots next turn. Vincent, I am fine with you there. Balin, you're good. Long run. Okay, he's done.
Receiving.
He's done. He turned his back to Nathaniel Moody. We
Rolling.
can't get close enough for a hammer strike, but can take heavy
blast
weapon and apply to
Right
back,
on target.
What are we doing?
which should allow Balin to just come around this corner, take a
Have
handgun.
to focus. That actually worked.
Mission complete. Yes. Whew. Okay. Orichalcum Forge cleared. And some levels. Vincenar and Balin both hitting level 7. Now, we won't get much in the way of loot from that. I think we might get some materials. We'll find out in a moment. But the key thing is we've unlocked the site. Let's see what we've got. I don't think we took any damage though. We didn't get hit. Great, so we get 1,000 materials.
Randolph's grandfather first spoke of an ancient
And a
civilization living on Earth.
Which I'll let play
Then,
because we
the
didn't get to
Phoenix
see this in my last
Institute was
playthrough because we
open
never
to the
got to the
idea.
point where we were using ancient
In my days,
resources.
things have changed considerably. Looking back now, I'm convinced it wasn't by chance. Orichalcum. Plato claimed it to be the gold of Atlantis. Others claimed that it was a golden bronze alloy used by the Romans. It seems they were wrong. The material is impossible to replicate or even analyze.
Well, that's convenient.
The only thing we know for certain is that it's a metal alloy with organic components, and the ancients used it in their fight against a terrifying enemy. Tests show the material can affect mutated cells. We can use it with the construction of superior weapons to fight the
fights
Pandorans
cancer?
with. Not the most scientific approach, but after my spell in a New Jericho research center, I've learned to be flexible. A word of warning. By discovering this site, the Phoenix Project has become
Yes,
an
that
even
is
bigger
true.
target. Both the
Factions and
Pandorans
Pandorans
and
will
the
want
rest
to
of humanity
reclaim
will
ancient
want
sites
this
that you
ancient
take.
technology for themselves.
But that's okay,
Keep
because
that
we're
in
always going
mind
to have
as
a
we go
squad in North
forward.
America from now on. Okay, so that's New Jericho saying that they want to take this site from us. But you know what? They're not going to do it for a while. Alpha Squad is tired. This is the next one. The Living Crystal Quarry is 8 hours away from being open, although the lapidary will take over in the other corner will take a fair while longer to do. I didn't realize these were sequential. But that's okay. Protein mutane field. If I knew these were sequential, I would have I thought they could start them all at once, but that was a dumb mistake. That was a brain failure on my part, but that's okay. This means Alpha Team probably needs to go home now in order to rest up. Charlie can remain in North America, and Delta can come out that way as well. They together will start clearing North and South America, because in 4 hours this is going to have a satellite uplink working as well. So there's going to be lots of sites to clear, so having 2 teams over there makes sense. Alpha Team can come over and take over defense duties of the homeland plus clearing ancient sites, which will be easier once I give them a vehicle or some extra troops to support them. Once we clear, what's this one? Living Crystal Quarry. So we can start mining Living Crystal next episode. We can clear it, and then we can get a mining boat, which is over here, can pick up some troops. Oh, we probably need to get the trade boat. We can use the trade boat. Trade boat can become a miner, or we can steal this one from here. In fact, that's what we will do. We will steal this airship from here, send it home, pick up 1 troop, and it can start mining. Living Crystal as soon as we unlock the site. The protein mutane field is 39 hours away from excavation. This one is 8. Fantastic. Maybe these aren't sequential. Maybe this is just I opened them at various times. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. I just opened them at various times and there are different gaps. Anyway, but our first miner will be crystal, and then eventually we'll have gas mining, and then we only have to clear the refinery sites basically at our discretion to allow us to use the resources we mine. So Alpha can come back, rest, clear that, go over, do overrun, which does mean Alpha is going to clear by itself, but I'm comfortable with that, especially if we can grab another Helios and take a vehicle with them, which we might do. Echo Squad is almost rested off. Charlie's squad can go straight into more exploration. Alpha Squad can move home. Just doing that so I don't forget. And I'm going to break with tradition by not doing the raid on Anu as the final step of this episode, because after that one, I think we got something to celebrate. We got the Orichalcum Forge. Eventually, what you can do is once you've mined $100 Orichalcum, you can deploy a Guardian, which is a Cyclops, your own Cyclops, for 250 mats and $100 Orichalcum. I tend to do it as the first time the site gets attacked, because that's when it becomes useful. We've also unlocked Alien Containment. Amazing. We can start capturing Pandorans from now on. Which is another, it's not just about unlocking research, it's also another economic step, because we are getting really close, well, not really close, we're 12 hours away from mutagen harvesting, which seems like no time at all, but we've moved like a fraction of a day this episode as we just cleared a series of missions, but we're in really good shape. We've got enough troops to support mining, we've got enough troops to support either extra teams, like entirely new teams, or bulking out other teams to 8 people by getting side transports running with them. I think, to be honest, I'm going to fill the gift with a bunch of rookies and have them as an extra team at the creche, training up, but they can also do defense duties so Alpha Team doesn't get distracted. That's my thinking at this point. I might change my mind while I think about it. Thank you as always. Hope you're enjoying, and I'll see you all next time.